Hello, nice to meet you, Rob. Yeah, I'm Nicholas. Yes. And,
Lovely to meet you too, Nicholas. I'd like to start by saying what a wonderful booth you've got here.
Okay. Yes. In the past, we have heard a lot from Matrox, and as we know that Matrox is the leader of the IPMX associations, and you have some more products with the IPMX, and you have done a very deep effort to pushing the IPMX to the future. Yes.
Very much so, yes. Open standards are the way for our ecosystem to meet other people's ecosystem, and open standards are in all of our products. So it's great that we're finding this relationship.
Yes. And I and my colleague also, we always think about that IPMX is the future of the AVIP solutions. Yes.
I agree.
Now also we appreciate that Matrox have helped us a lot in the product testing, and also about the IPMX details. Yes, it helped me a lot. Thank you very much.
Yes, good.
And since we have sent our sample to Canada, we have done the testing between Matrox and PIXELHUE. So how you think about our products?
Well, before the hardware arrived, my colleagues were able to use the PIXELHUE software, and they were very impressed with the simulation in that let them understand the workflows and the configurations of the Q8, so that when the hardware actually arrived, they could get straight on with using it. They were very impressed with what arrived. It was well populated. They particularly liked the color coding of the inputs and the outputs. They were thoroughly impressed, and their words to me, well done, PIXELHUE.
Okay, thank you very much. And also, we are very impressed by PIXELHUE's Matrox's products. Yes, very powerful, very easy to use. Yes, and it helped us a lot in the IPMX testings. Yes.
And the tests that they did in Montreal were using the Convert IP products to test the ST2110 formats. Works like a dream. Wonderful.
Thank you. And how you think about IPMX in the future? Yes, we are thinking about if IPMX can add the features just like HEVC. Yeah, because we have very unique techniques. We can use H.265, but we can compress the 4K 60 Hz 444 into 1 giga network with a very higher visual lossless image quality, but very lower bandwidth.
And that low bandwidth is important as you push into mainstream AV, where 1 gig is where they want to be doing their work. The ST2110, of course, is at a much higher bandwidth, and I've seen the HEVC that you're doing is very high quality image, and that's wonderful in the low bandwidths that AV like. I think you've got a good product there.
Okay, that's
and of course,
great.
IPMX is expanding. It's not just high compression and uncompressed and JPEG XS. The future for IPMX includes H.265 and H.264. So that's enlarging the scope of IPMX exactly where your market is.
Okay, that sounds amazing. That's because you know that H.265 is mostly used in the casting, in the just IP cameras. Yes, and it's easier to transmit through the network. So if IPMX can support H.265, I think there will be more benefits for customers.
And more customers.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. And also, you know that we have our own insta-site algorithm, yes, which is very light compression, but very good image quality and ultra low latency. Is that possible for us to integrate our insta-site into the IPMX?
Well, the IPMX structure allows proprietary codecs to be in an IPMX product. It wouldn't be certified as being part of IPMX, but it's certainly allowed. And from what I've seen, that would be a very good addition to your IPMX-based products.
Okay, so you mean that it's possible for us?
It's absolutely possible, yes.
Wow, that's very crazy for IPMX.
IPMX is designed for the future, and hey, let's do the future together.
Yes, great. How do you think about the future of IPMX?
I think the big thing that IPMX brings to the users is options, because everybody has an idea, a strategy where they want to go, but they can't just jump to it immediately. They have to work there step by step. And the options that IPMX introduces allows them to take that step. And there's even more value if it's the first step into an unknown future. It allows people to change their minds. Now, we all remember the components crisis of 18 months or so ago. And we all thought, thank goodness that's gone. I hope it never happens again. We also know it's happening again. AI is consuming all of the memory. And we're told that 2026, our systems integrators and our users are going to need options to change their mind about what they planned. That's what IPMX brings to the table, the ability to change your mind.
So you mean that you will use some more new techniques to lower the costs and make it very possible to transmit in different networks?
That happens automatically with the higher compression codecs, of course, but it's that cross-brand interoperability that gives IPMX its real power. That's the option to allow people to change their mind. They can still have their favorite brand, but if for some reason beyond their control they can't buy their favorite brand, they can't finish the installation, and that means they don't get paid,
great.
They have options to change their mind. That's what IPMX is for.
Can you use some simple keywords to describe the highlights of IPMX in the future?
I think the future for IPMX is more and more users using it. And I think it shows particularly in the sort of customers who have the multi-purpose meeting room. And in that environment, it's not just the furniture that changes when the user changes, it's the AV system. And because IPMX supports all of these different users, it opens the way to do exactly that. So as an open standard that doesn't belong to anybody, that's not going to disappear if a particular manufacturer changes their strategy, this is wonderful confidence for the end user. And AV managers, facilities managers, they like to sleep well.
Yes.
And IPMX is exactly that. It lets them sleep well.
I can't agree anymore. Yes, that sounds very amazing.
I think so too.
And I think that more and more manufacturers will join the IPMX association, and our PIXELHUE, we put our efforts into IPMX.
Yes. I love what you say there. I think we've got a great future together.
Thank you. And we hope that we can all working together to push the IPMX to a bigger market. Yes.
That's a great dream. I agree. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much.